I remember at that initial appointment, he asked, what is one thing that I really want that would motivate me to get my labs good? And I was like, I really want an Apple Watch. And he pulled out his prescription pad and wrote like a prescription for one Apple Watch to be filled when labs are good, or when labs are normal is what it said. I remember thinking like, that's never gonna happen, ever. And that's just like the kind of person he is. He is so motivating. I've never had a doctor like be very realistic, but also like you can do anything that you want to do, not in spite of the fact that you have this disease, but just because you're a human. So it's been really uplifting and inspiring. So I guess to explain more of what this disease is, I never knew what it was. I knew I couldn't process sugar, and that's about it. My older sister used to tell babysitters I was allergic to sugar. Loved seeing them freak out when she said that. She was always looking out for me when she said it, but oh my gosh, people like seriously get scared. All I knew was like, I can't process sugar. I can only process complex carbs. In the hospital that time was the first time I learned what von Gurke's, or Glycogen Storage Disease Type 1A, really was. Glycogen storage disease type 1A is a chromosomal mutation. It is a recessive linked gene, meaning both parents have to carry this mutation in order for somebody to get it. And this mutation makes it to where my body doesn't produce the glucose 6-phosphatase enzyme, which is used in the process of storing glycogen in the liver to then be released as glucose into the bloodstream, which is why I suffer from chronically low blood sugars. My lowest I've ever been was 20. I was still conscious, wasn't in the best mental state, but I wasn't hallucinating or anything. I was just in the 20s. The highest I've ever been is 145. That was actually very recently, and I was in the hospital hooked up to a D10 IV drip. So that was with assistance. Yeah, so I am missing an enzyme, and basically I'm going to try to explain it in the simplest of ways. This is like how I would explain it to like my siblings, because I feel like it's just easier to understand than a ton of medical jargon. So basically, whenever you eat, your body stores whatever energy you're not using in that moment in your liver, and then as you need energy throughout the day, your body releases it, which is how you have a blood glucose level, because the amount of glucose in your blood is the energy that your body is using. With GSD type 1A specifically, my body stores all of the extra whatever I'm not using in my liver and then can't release it. So my body's sending the signals to the liver, release it, we need energy, and nothing's coming out, which is why my blood sugar drops. So I used to treat it by eating every 3 hours. Didn't matter if I was hungry or not, and it kept me alive. But all of the extra complex carbs that I was eating that I wasn't using were actually causing me to have adenomas, which are masses on my liver, and I had a couple on surrounding organs as well. So with cornstarch, which I'm looking at the clock, I'm about to have to take, I don't have any with me. Okay, gonna have to wrap this up because I have to go get cornstarch. But basically, cornstarch breaks down slower in your stomach than other types of complex carbs. And so that makes it to where they can measure how many grams last for a certain amount of time. This works. It's way easier to just chug cornstarch than it is to eat like a full plate of pasta or like bread or whatever, which is what I used to have to do. It was a very weird transition into cornstarch. I didn't know what being hungry was. I always thought my blood sugar's low, I'm hungry. So I still kind of have trouble differentiating the two. But yeah, so cornstarch breaks down slower in the stomach and releases when your body needs it. So instead of it being stored in the liver, it's just in your stomach. It's not great. Doesn't taste the best. Different containers taste different, and it gets everywhere. It's a huge mess. But cornstarch saves lives. Honestly, never thought I'd say that, but it does. And as of this week, which is so exciting because it's Glycogen Storage Disease Awareness Week, I can officially say my labs are 100% perfect. I am in the best shape I have ever been in my entire life, and I finally get my Apple Watch. So I'm excited. I know that seems so insignificant, but it's something that I have been working towards for almost 3 or 4 years now. And so to be at this point and be able to look back and be like, wow, this is how far I've come. I'm about to graduate college. That's crazy. Like, that's just... what? I never thought I would ever go to college, let alone graduate. And so I'm excited. So cornstarch time. I don't know, just life is good. I'm about to graduate college. I currently work 2 part-time jobs. I'm about to start an internship on top of that. My life is so busy. So busy. I love it, and I'm so excited. I've been connected and just like accepted into this GSD community. And if you or someone you know has GSD, please share your story if you feel comfortable. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I was so ashamed of it for years, being like, something's wrong with me. Like, my DNA is literally not normal, but that's okay. We all go through those moments, and just know like you were created for a purpose, on purpose, with a purpose, and no one can ever take that away from you. Cornstarch is weird. But hey, there's tons of people taking it. There are literally so many people that take it. If you have any rare disease, just know like you're not alone. The rare disease community is even bigger than just like the GSD community, obviously, because it encompasses more disease. Even if you have like another rare disease, just know you're a part of a huge community. Nearly 1 out of every 10 Americans has a rare disease. There's over 7,000 different types of rare diseases, and I just happen to have one of them. This GSD community, and then there's the rare disease community, and it's just so amazing to be a part of this. I'm really excited. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to like message me. Yeah, I'm on like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I do not like Twitter. I'm not good at using it, being completely honest. So your best bet is like message me on Instagram, and I will try to get back to you or answer it in a video. I hope this helps somebody. Yeah, it's weird and it's amazing at the same time. So happy Glycogen Storage Disease Awareness Week. I'm so excited to be talking to everybody. The sun is officially down. I have to go take cornstarch. So let's go measure cornstarch. Try not to spill it on ourselves. Yeah. Cornstarch. I'm doing it. Cornstarch. This is the quality footage you wanted for Glycogen Storage Disease Awareness Week. So there's a group of us, and we met at the Association for Glycogen Storage Disease conference this year, and they all time when they're taking their cornstarch, and I think it's so cool because they're like 13, 14, and 15-year-olds, and a 23-year-old, and then me, I'm 22. And they always send these times, and they're so impressive. And I, for the life of me, cannot get a time as fast as theirs. It's so hard. That was not attractive at all. So one question I do get asked a lot are, where are these containers from? I will link them down below. I use a cry cup machine. I don't want to show you because it's the wrong cup, but I add labels. So I put the day, the time, and then the dose. So this is like Tuesday, 9:45 a.m. I take 40 grams. I have not washed mine, so I've just been rinsing one out and using it, which you can do too. It's fine. I like it better when they're all labeled. It helps me know that I took it, because there have been times where I'm like, oh, I took it and I didn't, or I'm like, did I take it? And I ended up taking like 3 doses because I can't remember. So that helps. But yes, I met a ton of people at the Association for Glycogen Storage Disease conference this year. It was in Houston, Texas, and it was absolutely amazing. If you or somebody you know has GSD, make sure I don't have cornstarch on my face. If you or somebody you know has GSD, I would highly recommend that you attend this conference. It was so much fun just getting to hang out with people and meet everybody, and all the babies. I love babies. They're so cute. I will be at the next conference coming up this next year in Cleveland. I'm super excited. They're not paying me to say this. I'm not that big of a YouTuber yet. I have spoken at the conference twice now, and both times like I wasn't even paid to speak. I pay to go to the conferences just like everybody else. Most of the times I also pay the late fee because life. Hoping that changes after I graduate. If you or someone you know has GSD, I would highly recommend that you come to a conference. It's been amazing meeting people and hearing from doctors and getting to ask real like questions that you have about life, and also finding out ideas. This year they had a cookbook. Oh my gosh. It's called GSD-licious. I don't know where you can get this. I got it at the conference. They were handing it out. Every single thing in here is like GSD friendly for all types. And I just pulled my hair. I didn't get to, they had a chef set up with tastings during every single break, and I didn't get around to the table until the dessert time just because I was talking to people and mingling. But there's cupcakes with icing. I am in love. That's all I ever needed out of life was cupcakes I can eat on my birthday, because let me tell you, cupcakes have so much sugar in them. So yes, I will try to find out if anyone's interested where you can get these and let you know in a future video. But the conference was amazing. I'm so excited for Cleveland already. Like, I am budgeting, I am saving, I am going. That's what's happening. But that's not for another year. And I am leaving for another adventure in 2 days. I bought plane tickets and train tickets today. So I need to pack for that. And also, I have very loud people above. Yeah, I need to pack for that and obviously fold laundry. So it's adventure time. Isn't that a cartoon? I don't know.